Hey YouTube, this is Salison Z. I've got another ScopeCam mount that I've been working on. I've borrowed heavily from design done by a guy called Dobby that I saw on Airsoft Sniper Forum. He used a laser beam splitter and a custom mount and his GoPro put onto it, which looked really cool, and I wanted to see what I could replicate. What I've done is a very poor man's version. I've used a rubber plumbing joint used to put 32mm pipes together, a Prism out of an angle sight, and my GoPro put through it. So, proof of concept. I wanted to show you how I put this together, what it's made of, and some footage from it. So if you're one of my subscribers or you follow my videos, you may have seen my original ScopeCam, or this is the second version of my ScopeCam rig, which allowed me to hook my GoPro mounted upside down on top of a scope that I'm using to acquire through. But as you can see, it gets quite bulky, it adds a bit of extra weight. The arm has a habit of getting bumped and a bit of alignment, but I do like what I capture. When I saw Dobby's mount, I wanted to give it a go. You can see it's a lot more compact, it's one unit, and has been working really well for me in the game I did yesterday. So I'll just pull it apart. It's simply held on with these clamps. I've tried it on a few different scopes. Some scopes work better than others. I've got three. This is probably the second best scope, but it's the nicer look. Basically all I've got here is I've drilled a 22mm hole through the top of this rubber hose. Down there I've got a prism, and I got that prism out of one of these element angle sights that I got from a friend that hasn't used it. Simply took the prism out. It friction fits in there nicely, but by putting the clamp and holds it in place. So pretty simple. Total cost, the most expensive part of this was the prism. That was 29 American dollars. As I said, I got it given to me so I didn't have to pay for it. This thing here cost me 9 New Zealand dollars, and I borrowed a 22mm bit from my brother-in-law who's a builder. Just drilled a hole through it, had a bit of weight behind it. And of course the GoPro, you got to pay for that. I just set the GoPro, for those that are interested, to narrow with a 1080 and 25 frames. The only downside I've got so far with using it is that when I'm acquiring, my field of view is a lot smaller than I'd like it to be, and that's because I've maximised the field of view for the camera, which has compromised my field of view. The other concern that I've got, which Dobby seemed to work through, was he's still got a casing around his GoPro which protects it from the weather, and I haven't. I'm just friction fitting it at the moment, but I'm going to work on that and see what I can do to try and set that a bit better. So yeah, I'll show you some test footage of what I got from sniping around yesterday, see what you think. If you've got any ideas or any feedback, I'd love to hear it. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Nice, got a kill.
Release.